going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at how Leia's character in the sequel trilogy was developed. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee. So, the sequel trilogy is concluded. The original plan for the sequel trilogy never happened. We got JJ doing his film, supposed to happen. We got Rian Johnson doing his film, supposed to happen. And we never got Colin Trevorrow's continuation of his story. However, we know what his treatment was, and I have the full original Episode 9 playlist on the channel that you guys can check out. It's got all the concept art. It's got the entire storyline in great detail. I have it broken up into Act 1, 2, and 3, as a matter of fact, and then I got one for the full movie, with the concept art involved in that. So I highly recommend you check that out. It is actually a really good movie, and I wish we had gotten that as the second film, and then JJ's Rise of Skywalker for the final film, because The Last Jedi is... Anyway, so we're going to take a look at this conversation from what I believe is a pre-production meeting of the sequel trilogy that includes Dave Filoni, and Pablo Hidalgo. So here is the question posed. Lucasfilm executive creator Doug Chiang wondered, since these three films are a female-driven story, where is Leia in episodes 8 and 9? As Luke's twin, she should have the Force. Maybe she's nurturing characters that overcome the final evil. Maybe that's the thing we're missing. Pablo Hidalgo said, I could imagine her being the one to break through to our villain. And here's what Dave Filoni had to say about it. Oh, I love that. I love too that I look back down at this table we are presided over by Padme, painting of Padme Amidala, female lead of the Star Wars prequel trilogy. There's a powerful idea there about this matriarchy coming back and subverting what has always been dominating patriarchal and male heroes, Zeus, Hercules, and everything else. What happens with Kylo and what he does to his father is structurally not a redeemable act. There's no coming back from that, the way he does it currently, but I've never seen the mother figure try to do it, and maybe she could. John Knoll said, the super intriguing setup in Empire. That boy is our only hope. No, there is another. I felt cheated in Jedi that this really didn't go anywhere, but maybe Yoda is really talking about what happens with Leia in 30 years in the future. Dave Filoni. I love that. We should shift it so Leia is the ObiWan of this entire trilogy. I don't even think that it hurts that she's not primarily the mentor figure in 8 because, like John had been saying, the audience expectation is so on Luke, and when that proves not to be true, it's way more powerful. It's dangerous because it makes it so about the women of Star Wars. Something to me says that's okay. There's something happens culturally. You look at birth, regeneration, the world itself needing healing. All of those things are emblematic of the mother's character in myth. They're all matriarchal things, Mother Earth itself. George Lucas always was so good at tapping into idea about what's happening in the culture. And he hits us with it. The idea that we have Leia, a mother character who needs healing in her own right, that's something we can get in a deeper way. Kiri Hart responded to Dave saying that by saying, I couldn't survive one of the things that had happened to Leia. What causes someone to continue to be willing to battle when she has lost her planet? After she discovers she has a brother, after he disappears, she never actually knew her parents, and now her son has gone Ori, and by the time episode 8 is over, by the time episode 7 is over rather, she's a widow. I know people in real life who have all of those things happen, and they still keep going. So my question is always, how do you do that? Somehow we need to find the richness of that character, which can't be in really powerful terms of what she has to convey to Rey. It's not about Jedi training, it's about life. I thought this was an interesting conversation and worth sharing with you guys. There is definitely a lot of ways that you can interpret this conversation and a lot of opinions that you can have about it, because there's really so much content in like 6 people's dialogue and that conversation back and forth that probably took 2.5 minutes to have, but you could continue to delve into that for a lengthy period of time. So I think the idea was for Leia to have this role as kind of the overseer of everything. And the idea that she was really going to be the one to kind of put the pieces into place and lead everybody where they're supposed to go and guide everybody the way that they're supposed to be guided, etc. Which is where I think Dave Filoni hitting the Leia as the ObiWan of this trilogy makes a lot of sense. She's going to be the one with the wisdom. She's going to be the one with the know-how. She's going to be the one to lead these characters the way they need to go. Which I think was a brilliant idea. In execution, I'm not sure how well it went. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you and the Force be with you.
If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it!
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.